You thought I butchered some Safa names. You ain't heard nothing yet. Ha 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 ha!
Hi guys, how's it? I hope everyone's week has been going keen wherever you're at in the world. Obviously, any of us that watched any of the South Africa A versus Munster game, we're probably all, yeah, that was pretty nasty. That was a pretty embarrassing showing on our part. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the second game of the Northern Tour, the Autumn Internationals, as they say, as we have got the number 4 ranked Springboks taking on the second ranked Les Bleus, the French national side. Pretty long and sordid history between these two sides, but as of right now, it looks like the Springboks have a 7-game winning streak against the French, going all the way back to 2010. Last time these two teams faced off, it was back in 2018, end of the year internationals, I believe, as well, and it was a 29-26 scoreline to the Springboks. It's been obviously about 4 years since we've faced this team, and the different directions. Obviously, the Springboks winning the World Cup in 2019, and the French at one point being number 1 ranked, as we go into less than a year away from the French being the host for next year's Rugby World Cup. So the lineups have been announced, and as you got from the little clip at the beginning of this video, yes, if you thought I butchered South African names, you're in for a real treat whenever I go through this French side. I have never lived anywhere where French was a widely spoken language. I do live in the US. I will do my best. I'm going to butcher a lot of these names. If I do have any French followers, I do apologize. Please understand, I live in America. We're not really the most cultured people. I'm cultured a bit, but not when it comes to the French language. So let's go ahead and start off with this front row. Starting off the front row will be Cyril Bailly, Julien Marchand, and Uini Antonio. Yeah, I should have been able to get that one too. We'll go back to why I should have been able to get that too. Cameron Wilkie and Thibaut Flamant will be the locking combo. The flankers will be Anthony Jalon and Charles Olivon. Number 8 will be Gregory Aldrich. The starting scrum half and captain of Les Bleus is Antoine Dupont, the reigning World Rugby Player of the Year. Romain Tamac is going to be the starting first 5/8. The wings are Yoram Mofana and Damien Pinot will be the wings, left and right respectively. Jonathan Dante and Gail Ficco are the centers, and the fullback is Thomas Ramos. The bench, coming off the bench, it is a 6-2 split, typical of the Springbok split, but not this week. It's going to be a Peto Mukava, Reda Wardy, Sipili Falatau, Romain Tufafana, Bastien Chalaru, Sekou Makalu, Mahemi Luku, and Matthew Jalbert. As I said, we were going to go back to this. Let me go through the Springbok lineup, and then we'll go back to the French lineup, and I can start my complaint automatically. But we'll go back through. I already did a pre-video, but we'll go ahead and go back through the starting 15 and run-ons for the mighty Springboks. Enche Manambi and Malherba make up the front row. Eben Etzebeth and Franco Muster make up the locking combo, as we have an injury to Lou de Hogger last week's game. Sio Kolisi, Peter Seftatoy are the flankers, with Jasper Visa starting off at number 8. Faf de Klerk and Damien Willemse will be the 9 and 10 combo. Kurtley Arenza and Cheslin Kolbe takes his rightful place back at the right wing at number 14. Damien Dialende, Jesse Krill, the same starting combo at center last week. And Willie Leroux moves from the bench to the starting 15. The bomb squad is going to be Marks, Kitsoff, and Vincent Koch. Marvin Ori gets back into the lineup as a lock replacement. Quagga Smith, the flanker / number 8 replacement there. And then we get a return, like I said, gentlemen, I'm happy to see back on the pitch. Jacobus Kobus Reinach will be the scrum half replacement. Making his debut in the number 22 jersey, Manny Libok, hopefully getting some playing time. And a rare appearance on the bench, Makazole Mampipi in the 23 jersey. Now, I've been told by followers, a couple sources, that Cheslin Kolbe will be handling the kicking until Manny Libot makes his debut on the field. A little bit worried about that. Did not mind Damien Willemse. His just kicking is horrible. So let's go back. Oh, we forgot to do the weather. It's going to be a late start for SA, 9:30 p.m. It's a 2:30 afternoon game here in the Central Standard Time here in the U.S. And anywhere between like 16 and 19 will be the temperature there from Marseille, France. So something I wanted to go back to and like look. Maybe it's because I'm a Springbok supporter. Maybe it's because, you know, I bleed the green and gold. And, you know, yeah, Beast was born in Zimbabwe. If you wanted to be tactical about it, Percy Montgomery was born in Namibia. It wasn't called Namibia at the time. But that's really about it. It's something that I try not to bring up a lot in videos because I live in America, and the Eagles are predominantly not born in the U.S. It's normal because it's the United States. But like, damn, man, how many guys do you get to put on your roster who were not born in your country? Now, I get it, France has overseas territories, and that's all good and fine. Wallis and Fortuna is France. So is Tahiti. They're not really France. They're your territories, man. Those aren't French guys. They're Pacific Islanders. Just call them what they are, okay? When your starting prop is a Kiwi born in New Zealand, okay? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Pacific Islanders, 6 Pacific Islanders. Now, 2 of them were born in France. But, like, come on, man. Really? That's not really a French team. Just call it my opinion. But, dude, no. I get it, they're French territories, they're overseas territories. Hey man, I really wish South Africa would go plant a flag in the middle of Pacific Islanders. Yeah, we could say, oh yeah, they're South African. It's cack, it's bullshit. I don't think they should allow it. But hey, that's World Rugby's decision, that's not mine. So that's my big complaint right there about that. Hey, I'm not being xenophobic, I'm not a racist, I don't do anything. I just don't think it's right that you have that many non-born natural players on your roster. It's not. And I mean, a lot of teams are guilty of it. Obviously, Australia has a few. New Zealand has a lot. Like, look how many Tongans and Samoans and Fijians are on the All Blacks. I mean, yeah, you've got ones that are born there, but the ones that weren't born there. Sevu Reece didn't come there for school. Sevu Reece came to New Zealand to play rugby. Plain and simple. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's because I am a Springbok fan. Maybe it's because we don't do that. We don't pull heaps of guys from other countries to play for our team. We build a team on native-born players. Maybe it's my bias. Maybe it's the bias that I have towards South Africa. We don't pull out a bunch of foreign-born players and throw them on our team and say, oh yeah, there's our team. No. Every one of those guys that suits up in the green and gold was born and raised in the Republic of South Africa. Like I said, I don't want to sound like an arsehole, but that's just how it is. I don't think it's right that you have that many. I mean, crap, dude. Mac Hansen was an Aussie, scored against us last week. Look at how many foreigners Ireland has. Look at how many foreigners England has. Look at how many foreigners Scotland. Crap, half their team is our U20 South African team. Grow your own players, damn it. You know, it wouldn't bother me so much. Like, Scotland's lower ranked. Obviously, Australia's lower ranked. But, like, why don't you grow your own damn players, man? We've got South Africans on Japan now. Crap load of Tongans on the Japanese team. Grow your own damn players, man. Come on, bro. It's just me. That's just me. But we'll get away from that. It's a little bit of a rant, I know, but it just doesn't seem right, in my opinion. But yeah, it's like the Dutch baseball team. Yeah, they're all from Curacao in the Caribbean. They're not from the Netherlands. It's, once again, I'll get away from that. Sorry, but nobody is picking the Springboks to win this game. Not a damn commentator is picking the Springboks. Most that I've seen is France by 6-9. Like I had said in my last video, I really hope that we can make those people eat a shit sandwich. I hope Cheslin Kolbe, knowing that he's doing the kicking coming into this game, was able to practice kicking this whole week. I hope Jacques and Rassi worked with him on his kicking just to kind of solidify it as well as we can. If not, we've got Manny coming off the bench, and I'm poised to see that young man have a good game. I'm poised to see that man have a good debut. And wouldn't it be a hell of a debut to have a good kicking game and we walk away with the victory out of this? Number 4 beating number 2. We would move back up in the rankings, hopefully, until we see what New Zealand does this weekend. But yeah, like I said, late start for South Africans. I, of course, will be going live for this game. Really excited about this one. If anything, if you want to come and tune in with me just to watch me, listen to me butcher French names the whole game, I'll continue to butcher their names the entire game, regardless of what the commentators say. I might correct 1 or 2, but I'll probably still butcher their names. So if anything, you want to get a good laugh, and hopefully in a post-game video we get a smile for once from me because we get a victory. But I hope everyone has a good Friday. We've got 2 more days, a little over 48 hours, until we get some more Springbok rugby action. So I am definitely excited about that, poised and excited. Hopefully we can get the Hong Kong lineups. We've already got the USA Eagles for their second game of the Rep Charge tournament, but I will do a video on that tomorrow whenever that lineup is released. Until then, guys, cheers. I hope you're safe wherever you're at, guys.